What's going on, everyone? Welcome to my first ever stream. I'm Little T the Don, aka your girlfriend's favorite. I just want to come on here for maybe take up an hour of y'all time. Just get on here and talk about a couple things. I originally wanted to start out with horror, but the Bengals and Ravens game was on my mind so much, so I really want to start off with that first. But since I love horror so much, I say a little bit about horror. We are going to watch, me and my friend. She's very excited because we are going to go watch Thanksgiving, and she know I love food, and so we are definitely going to go check out that Thanksgiving movie. It's a slasher. That's something I like. And it has something to do with food. Me and her like food, so we're gonna definitely check that out. And it's a movie I've really been looking forward to. I hope it's executed very well because it is a movie that I really want to put in my top 10 at the end of the year. Y'all look out for that. I also have a top 10 for my 2000 and the movies from the top 10 horror films from 2022. So be looking out for that too. So I really got to buckle down and get those movies out the way. In all honesty, y'all, it's been hard to get to those movies because it's some 3 hour movies I got to get to too. Like so, about three or four movies like that because I never watched the newest Avatar movie, so I got to make sure I get that out the way from 2022. That's a 3 hour movie, just for an example. And so yeah, but in all honest, in all honesty, I've been playing a lot of Hogwarts Legacy on the PlayStation 4 because I'm not rich enough to get the PlayStation 5 yet. So that's been taking up a lot of my time too. And of course, gotta work. We all got different jobs, and I definitely gotta work, get some money. So that's been taking up a lot of time. But like I say, we're gonna go see that movie, gonna check out the Thanksgiving movie, and I got a good feeling it's gonna end up turning out great. Y'all go check out my brother's page. I like scary because pretty soon he's gonna have a review up for it. I'm definitely gonna be checking on his opinion of the movie because I like scary. Brandon, Brandon, if y'all know him, y'all know his reviews are pretty good and he's always pretty spot on if the movie's good or not. So I'm hoping and praying that Brandon have a good review of that movie. Shout out to my brother Brandon. Shout out to you, bro. I like scary. Y'all go subscribe to my brother's channel. Get him to 50K on the road to 50K. You know what I'm saying? Because he deserves it. He does a whole lot of shit behind the scenes, working on Halloween Lives and all that. We might be working on another scene of that next week. But tune in on Tuesday around 8 or 9, whichever time he decides. On I Like Scary, and we will be discussing that more. Definitely excited about Halloween Lives. Okay, so now, of course, all you sports fans know that the Bengals and the Ravens played last night. And at first, I was very excited because you got two of the best quarterbacks in the league. On the Ravens side, you got obviously Lamar Action Jackson. He can run the ball, throw it. Honestly, I don't see how the Ravens ever lose without injuries, of course, which I'm going to talk about. But I don't see how you stop that offense when it's all of them on the field and they all clicking, and you got Andrews in there, and then you got this motherfucker Lamar Jackson throwing that ball. You don't know if he's gonna throw it or run it or run up a little bit and then throw it once you get the defense off. I don't see how you fucking beat this team. The Ravens, fucking awesome team. And that's one thing about the fucking Patriots. We had a chance to get Lamar fucking Jackson, man. And these fools passed on him. Lamar Jackson was right there. They chose a wide receiver instead. I forget his name. Shout out to him. And then we ended up fucking trading him anyway. You should have got Lamar fucking Jackson. If y'all remember in that draft, he went down to the Patriots and we passed on him. Stupid as fuck. I digress. So you had the awesome Action: Lamar Jackson versus Joe Burrow. Look, I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. So I hear about the Cincinnati Bengals all the time. The Bengals, the Bengals, the Bengals. Listen, I was the one said when they went into the draft, one of my friends kept on arguing with me about it. He kept saying, oh, they need to draft an offensive lineman, draft the offensive lineman, offensive lineman. And I kept saying, no, get him a great wide receiver. And I ended up being right. What they do, they did one better than what I thought. They went and got him a great wide receiver that he already had a great rapport with, Jamar Chase. And guess what? They got together, lit it up, almost won the Super Bowl. I will say, the Bengals kind of got saved in that Super Bowl too, bruh. Because if Odell Beckham wouldn't have got hurt, they had no answer for Odell Beckham Jr. Y'all seen this last game Odell was in. Odell be cooking, but in that Super Bowl, if you go back and watch it, Odell was fucking cooking in that Super Bowl, going crazy, and it was hard for the Bengals to even stop him. And I will say this too, in behalf of the Bengals was dealt a blow for that Super Bowl too, because if y'all remember that tight end that they had, that big ass tall, Gronk like tight end, he was injured too. If the Bengals would have had him in that final play, Burrow probably would have got him that ball. Because the tight end that they had in, I forget his name, they almost got the ball to him. He barely missed that pass. They almost got that first down. And that Super Bowl was crazy because they kept letting old boy from the Rams, they kept letting him catch them balls. You had to double team him. I don't know what the Bengals was thinking. So we watching the game. I'm watching the game, and I'm like, two of the best quarterbacks in the league right now. First thing that happened, you get a major injury. And who was the major injury? Lamar Jackson's best offensive player, even over Odell, because Odell was not 100% the same no more. Andrews working that ball through the middle, big ass tight end like Gronk and all them, and Kelsey and all them. I wish more teams ran like the double tight end set like New England used to run. When New England used to run that double tight end set with Hernandez and all them, man, that's when the Patriots used to be dominant teams. The two tight end set, I always use that when I'm playing Madden. Got two tight ends on the inside that can block for you when you're running, or run out and they both, you gotta pick. You can pick which one you want to catch the ball. I always take Andrews and put him on my team when I'm playing Madden. And that double tight end set, that shit works. A tight end that can catch like a Kelsey or Andrews is very important, especially when they real big bodies and can catch at a radius, reaching their hands out, them big ass hands and shit like that. When Andrews first went down, I'm like, God damn. And my memory's kind of foggy, but if I'm not mistaken, I think the second injury was Lamar Jackson. But the thing was, Lamar Jackson ended up coming back in the game. And so I'm like, okay, so we still cooking. And so I'm rooting for both of the teams because I fuck with both of the quarterbacks. But the main blow to the Bengals is when Joe Burrow got injured and he couldn't come back on the field. And that's basically really what I want to touch on. A couple things when it comes to that. First thing I want to touch on when it comes to that is what I always tell people. They always come at my Patriots. Oh, the Patriots, they some cheaters. They cheat. No, that's not what it is. And the reason I can tell you that's not what it is because Brady left the Patriots and he went to another team and they still won another Super Bowl. You want to know why they won another Super Bowl when they left? when he left that team and went to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you want to know why they won? Because Tom Brady brung his boys with him. Think I'm lying? I got a question for you. Who scored the touchdowns in that Super Bowl when Tampa Bay won the Super Bowl? The three guys Tom Brady brung to the team. Playoff Lenny scored the running touchdown. He brung Lenny to the team. Antonio Brown. He brung Antonio Brown to the team. Antonio Brown scored a touchdown in that Super Bowl. Keep in mind, he had some other good tight ends on the Tampa Bay too. That team was Brady knew what to go to the Tampa Bay. He knew they were stacked. Of course, you one of the greatest of all time. Why the fuck you want to go to a shitty team? So he knew what he was doing when he went there. And then I think the third person that scored that in the Super Bowl was Gronk. He called Gronk, asked Gronk to come out of retirement because Tom Brady knew he wanted to have his boys some familiarity with him when he went out there to win this Super Bowl. And so what did he do? He called his boys up and they stamped that ticket to the Super Bowl, won that motherfucker. So you can't just say that the Patriots was winning because of cheating. Motherfuckers want to say that all the time because they don't want to just admit the fact that their team wasn't the one that was a dynasty. It was the Patriots that was a dynasty. It's many reasons. Tom Brady was number one. Then you got Bill Belichick on the defensive end. Obviously, Tom Brady cannot coach the defense. Tom Brady got enough shit he got to do on his own. So Bill Belichick helped with the defense. Remember all those times when the Patriots when the Patriots won that Super Bowl with that when everybody was complaining, oh, this was a low scoring game and this and that. You know why it was a low scoring game? Because it was a defensive game. And who had that defense stopping a Rams team that was destroying people? Y'all remember what that Rams team did? The Rams destroyed Green Bay, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. But the Rams was destroying teams that year. I think that's the same year the Rams had that shootout with another team. The Rams was an offensive juggernaut. They went to New England, and Tom Brady. It wasn't a bunch of Tom Brady's on no defense, because guess what? Tom Brady can't play defense. It was Bill Belichick's defensive mind that helped win those Super Bowls, because Brady wasn't going out there every Super Bowl putting up no 38 points or nothing like that. He had a defense to help him. Guess what else helped with the Patriots dynasty? You got to have a little bit of luck. And when I say luck, what do I mean? Health. You got to get lucky enough for your best players to be healthy to get to the final game. That's why when Brandon Cooks went out in the game where he's going against Philadelphia, that was a major loss to us because Brandon Cooks was a motherfucker who could take the top off the defense. No Brandon Cooks makes it a little bit easier on the defense because now you ain't got to worry about a Lamar Chase type of motherfucker running down there. Kind of like how when the Bengals lost Joe Burrow. The Ravens wasn't really worried as much about the backup quarterback. So now you can kind of play off more and only rush 3 or 4 because you're not worried about Joe Breezy busting your ass with the passes. So you got Brady, then you got the defense, you got luck, staying healthy. And another thing people don't ever mention, I'm a Patriots fan, I know. Scarnecchia, the offensive line coach. I'm gonna tell you now, if I was the Bengals, if there was any chance I could take a bunch of money and pay Scarnecchia that used to coach the offensive line for the Patriots, that would be my move. That would be where some of my money would go, because the players that y'all actually got on y'all team that supposed to be protecting Joe Burrow, the reason he getting his ass kicked so much, if y'all pay Scarnecchia, you wouldn't even have to go keep on trying to fix the offensive line and all that. Scarnecchia would do it for you. Look him up if you don't know who he is, Bengals fans. Scarnecchia was a major key secret to the New England Patriots. If you was a person on the outside looking in when it came to football and you didn't really like the Patriots. So a lot of you probably don't even know who Scarnecchia is. Ask about him or look him up or look up YouTube videos when people talking about him, they always talked about Scarnecchia because he was a wizard when it came to the offensive line. And what do the Bengals need the most? An offensive line. And that brings me back to what I said about the injuries. When it comes to Joe Burrow, it's tough because you paid him all this money, but he deserved all that money. Do you ask him to take a pay cut or do you not? Like, do we put more? Do we pay T. Higgins and all these people, or do we pay put more money into getting more people on the offensive line? You can't do everything. And that's what made the New England Patriots so great, because they won 6 Super Bowls with all this different shit that goes on in the NFL. And if you don't see it then, you see it now. And I'm going to keep saying it. It's not easy getting to the Super Bowl. You see it. The Bengals got there, was one play away from getting that first down and couldn't get it. The Patriots have been there multiple times. You don't even know how hard that is to get there that many times. So for people to keep saying, "Oh, they was cheating, yada yada yada," no, that's not what it is. It's basically like a body. You gotta have a heart. You gotta have the lungs. If everything stays in tune, you got a better chance. If you live in a long life and your heart go out or some of your body start going wrong, it's going to affect the whole body. And that's basically how it is with a whole NFL team. I believe that it would have been less chance that Joe Burrow would have got hurt if the offensive line wouldn't let him get cracked. I tell people this all the time. A lot of times it be seeming like Joe Burrow is just immune to getting, well, not immune. What's the word I'm trying to use? It's like the NFL got a hit out on Joe Burrow, because the way Joe Burrow get hit, man, I don't see nobody let's just say quarterbacks. I don't see no quarterbacks in the NFL getting hit as hard as Joe Burrow be getting hit. Man, the way Joe Burrow be getting hit, Joe Burrow be folding he be folding into a ball sometimes. They be hitting this motherfucker so hard. I'm like, damn, dude, the whole NFL got a hit out on Joe Burrow. It's so bad. One time I told one of my friends, because he didn't believe me, how Joe Burrow be getting hit. So I looked it up on YouTube, the worst hits on Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow get hit so fucking hard. When I typed it in on YouTube, right, the fucking college hits came up. This motherfucker Joe Burrow got hits that he was getting hit so hard. It was when he was playing in college. It wasn't even showing the NFL hits first. And then he come to the NFL, weak offensive line, getting his ass destroyed. But that just goes to show you how badass Joe Burrow is. Joey Breeze. Gotta hand it to him. He's a bad motherfucker, because even with the bad offensive line, Joe Breezy still got you to a Super Bowl. But guess what, Joe Breezy? It's not easy, and you're not going to get there every year. Bengals fans, if this don't tell you, nothing else will. You got to have some luck, because if you got luck, Joe Burrow will still be playing right now. Sometimes you got to have some luck in it when it comes to the NFL, because like all the players say, they say it all the time. When it comes to around week 4, everybody hurt playing through certain type of pains. Of course you're gonna fucking be hurt. You got these big fucking monsters destroying you, cracking you, and all that. Motherfuckers gonna be hurt in the 4th week. And I tell you what, motherfuckers don't get enough credit for playing in the NFL. Because I tell you what, it be times when I'm asleep, you gotta turn the fan on, AC and all this shit. Body temperatures go up and down. Motherfuckers stand in the cold for a little bit, be freezing, ready to get to the motherfucking heat. or it get too hot, motherfucker gotta turn the fan on. These NFL players be playing in extreme fucking heat. They be playing in Denver with the fucking gotta wear the masks and shit, and fucking playing in cold ass weather with the fucking shoulders out and all that shit, fucking freezing, snowing all in New England and all that shit. Come on, bro. Picture yourself. A lot of times, motherfuckers don't want to picture themselves in those situations. If you picture yourself in situations that motherfuckers in, you will start having more respect for people. And I was about to say I wish that God had put people in them situations, but I don't, because I know sometimes I think certain things and all that, and then God will say, "Okay, you thinking this way?" Boom, and He'll throw my ass in that situation. As soon as I start down with somebody or say something negative about somebody, He'll put me in that situation. So that's why I'm gonna throw no shit out there like that. But what I was gonna say was, I'll be wishing when people doubt people on certain things that God say, "Okay, you judging Boom Boom because he was in the NFL and he ain't make this pass or he dropped this pass and all that. Boom, let me throw your ass in here in that same situation, cold as hell, and you got to try to catch this fucking ball in this cold, fucking freezing weather. And then look what happened. So yeah, but as far as the game, that's another thing I always say about the NFL game. It's like I just hate the injuries, man. Tell me in the chat if y'all ever been through this. I know y'all have when it come to y'all team, because Bengals fans going through this. Y'all ever been looking forward to it like a good ass game, like whether it's football or basketball, and you be looking forward to it through the whole year. Let's say it's like a Ohio State versus Michigan or something like that. And by the time it gets to your favorite game that you're ready to see, some of the top players injured on your team or the other team, especially when it's your team, you like, fuck. My ex, she used to love Green Bay, so of course when I was watching Green Bay with her, I started loving Green Bay. I forget what team they played a couple years back, but I was looking forward to that game, and Aaron Rodgers fucking got injured. Fucked the whole game up. Like, fuck. That's basically what happened last night. You had two of my favorite quarterbacks playing each other, and a fucking injury bug just got in the fucking way. Like I say, what I would do is, instead of trying to uh pay all these different players and all that, I would try to get Scarnecchia, because if you get Scarnecchia, you ain't got to put a whole bunch of money into that offensive line. Scarnecchia will get the offensive lineman y'all already got. He will get them together. And if y'all get him to get them together, you won't have to go out and pay money to get somebody in the free agency or nothing like that. You would be able to use your money on Joe Mixon and all of them, because now it's getting to the point when it comes to the Bengals, y'all, what you gonna do? You gonna pay Joe Mixon? T. Higgins? All these motherfuckers got to get paid. Joe Burrow got the bag. And that's another thing about the Patriots. We had Tom Brady. People used to shit on Tom Brady all the time. Oh, he just a system quarterback, this and that, until he proved with Tampa Bay that was some bullshit. He got y'all on that. But people used to say it all the time. He just a system quarterback. The thing about Tom Brady was, Tom Brady loved the people he was around so much that he used to take big ass pay cuts, man. And most people, and I can't blame them, most people, because they want to get their money, most people can't do that. But we had a player like Tom Brady, he used to do that shit. And that's how much I really wanted to talk about this game, y'all, because it's like 24 minutes that passed. So I probably talked about this probably 18 minutes talking about that game. But yeah, it was a big disappointment to see those injuries. And that's why I started on my first live talking about that game, because it was like, fuck, especially when Andrews went down at first. But who would have thought after Andrews went down, And I think Odell Beckham got hurt in that game too. But obviously, to me, the biggest blow was definitely Joe Burrow. I had my jokes and stuff with the Bengals fans and all that, but everybody know little T the Don don't be fronting when he say he love everybody. I love everybody. I don't got no ill will towards no teams. I'm a New England fan. I don't got no problem with the Jets. No problem with the Bills. I fucks with a lot of players that play for the Bills. If you a good player, I fucks with you. You need the proof. When I play my NFL, when I start my new Madden games, I always take some of the best players from each team. Like Andrews, I put Andrews on the Patriots. Lamar Jackson, I take him and make him our quarterback on the Patriots. All the different players. So I obviously love everyone, and I don't be fronting. You might as well call me Love. P. Diddy, they call him Love, but hey, you might as well call Little T the Don Love because I love everybody. It's no hate against the Jets or the Bills or nobody in our division because at the end of the day, they're just people and they just teams. But at the same time, I'm not knocking people that do got their frustrations or they teams that they hate and they don't like and all that. But at the end of the day, that's not little T. I got love for everybody. So shout out to all the teams in that division. Shout out to Joe Burrow. Hope you get better, man. Damn. Shout out to all the Bengals fans too. I just wanted to get that out the way because that was heavy on my mind. And that's why I started off with. I definitely had to start off with sports first. I can't really think of no other sports news that I really want to talk about. So I think I might go ahead and just jump into the horror. Now, when it comes to horror, there's a couple of trailers I seen. The first trailer I seen was the Bell Keeper. It looks like a slasher, and it's coming out on Amazon Prime. It's either coming out or it's out, but it's called the Bell Keeper. Y'all let me know in the comments if y'all ever heard of the Bell Keeper. But the trailer looked crazy, so I seen that trailer, and then I mentioned my brother earlier. I like scary. He did a video on Imaginary, that teddy bear thriller, and the same director who directed that, he directed Megan and Black Phone. I'm a huge fan of Megan, so I definitely want to check this out. And when I actually seen the Imaginary trailer on when I was interviewing well when I was watching the video with I like Scary reacting to it, and after I watched his reaction and his view on it, I went back and checked out the actual trailer for myself, and it looks creepy. Like I like Scary say, it looks kind of cheesy, but at the same time, it still look like it could be good if they execute it right. So yeah, definitely going to be checking out Imaginary. And now, when it comes to horror, one more thing I want to talk about: Horror Hound. I think it's in March. March something is going to be Horror Hound. Now that's a horror convention they have every year in Cincinnati. Sometimes they have it in Cincinnati, and sometimes it's in Columbus, I believe. It could be in other cities too, but I know for sure Cincinnati and Columbus. I think it's Columbus. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. But yeah, Horror Hound. Definitely looking forward to Horror Hound for a multitude of reasons. My first Horror Hound I met Nev Campbell, my favorite final girl. Gotta love Nev Campbell. When you meet her in person, she's awesome. But Horror Hound in March is going to have the two little girls from The Exorcist Believer. And when I heard that, I'm just like, you know what? I gotta see that. I gotta see. I gotta meet the two girls from The Exorcist Believer. And then the one I want to meet the most is actually going to be Theo, Mike Flanagan's wife from The Haunting of Hill House. If you know me, or if you ever get to know me, you will find out that The Haunting of Hill House is my favorite horror show of all time. Yes, ahead of Stranger Things and a lot of the other horror shows. The Haunting of Hill House. And I think the mother that played on the Haunted Hill House, that played in the House of Usher and all that, is a very underrated. She the most underrated actress as far as horror of all time. Her acting skills is amazing. If you haven't seen that Fall of the House of Usher yet, with Edgar Allan Poe, my favorite. Edgar Allan Poe was uh my favorite writer, horror writer, even above Stephen King and all them. I always loved Edgar Allan Poe coming up. So to see Mike Flanagan do it uh uh a show revolving around him, that was pretty cool. But his his wife is going to be a horror hound, and Mike Flanagan is going to be a horror hound. But his wife is an amazing actress, and I'm damn sure going to meet her at Horror Hound. She might be the first one's line I go to. Who else going to be there? Oh, Heather Donahue from the Blair Witch Project. She got announced recently. If you know me, you know I love the Blair Witch Project. A lot of people don't like the Blair Witch Project. I did. Hold on, you guys. Charge this up so it don't go bad. So I don't click off while I'm recording this for y'all. So yeah, Heather Donahue, definitely want to meet her from the Blair Witch Project, one of my favorite horror films of all time. Then you got Jane Levy from Don't Breathe. Don't Breathe is one of my favorite horror movies of all time. To me, it's horror. If you watch that movie, you see the shit that's going on, you will have some people saying, "Oh, that's not horror." Motherfucker, yes it is. If you was in that situation, then you will see. Don't Breathe is horror, and the story is told so well. Good shit, y'all. If you haven't seen Don't Breathe, definitely check it out. I definitely want to meet her at Horror Hound. But there's plenty of other trailers I'll probably talk to y'all about when it comes to horror on another stream. But that's really all I wanted to touch on as far as like horror. And but the last thing I want to touch on when it comes to horror is my brother. He working on Halloween Lives. And let me tell y'all something. I like Scary, aka Brandon, aka B Stan, aka the man. Brandon the God. He working on a fan filming. You guys, it's fucking looking awesome, bro. I'm telling y'all, you definitely going to see Halloween Lives when it comes out, because it's going to be some good shit. Let's see. Oh, this is going to be the want to take up a little bit of time, because now I'm on a section where I'm talking about other movies besides horror. If you all know movies, you know it's a bunch of shit coming out. My God, man. This year and next year it's just flooded with all types of movies coming out. A bunch of shit that I want to see. I haven't seen the Marvels yet, but I definitely want to see it because I'm a huge Marvel fan, and I definitely want to see Miss Marvel in that role and see if I like the movie, because I'm hearing a lot of people didn't like it. I'm hearing a lot of people say, "Oh, it's trash and this and that," but I'm the type of person I'm always gonna check shit out myself. And you definitely know that I'm a Marvel fan. I got my Black Widow back there. Maybe I'll do a video on Black Widow sometime pretty soon, but definitely a Marvel fan. Black Widow is one of my favorite characters from the Marvel series. Then you got Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire. That's coming out. They got some of the original Ghostbusters actors and characters in it. That look like it's gonna be a blast. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be real good. Do they say when it's coming out? Oh, it got my boy Finn from Finn Walhart from Stranger Things is in it. I think I got the name right, but I think they say it's coming soon. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong if they got an actual date for it, but I'm definitely a huge Ghostbusters fan. I fuck with the Ghostbusters. What else coming out? Oh, Reacher season 2 on Prime Video December 15th. The Reacher series. That first season was crazy. Y'all let me know in the comments if y'all fuck with the Reacher. But the Reacher, The Reacher season 2 is coming out, and I'm looking forward to that because I fuck with the Reacher. Oh, Kevin Hart left January 12th, 2024. Basically a, a team heist movie. Yeah. With Kevin Hart called The Lift. And they basically doing like some heist type of shit. I fuck with the heist type of movies. Y'all know those type of movies when they trying to pull off a heist. Yeah. Definitely want to check that out. But to be honest, y'all, one of the most anticipated movies to me is an animated film. And guess what it is? Wish. I definitely want to see Wish. November 22nd. It's an animated film and it looks pretty cool. I don't know too much about it because I'm the type that I don't be want to know too much about the movie because I want to go in as blind as I can. So all I can tell you really is it's an animated film, and that's all I really know about it, and that's how I like it. I want to go into a film blind so I can be surprised by shit. But Wish, that's one of my most anticipated films. Then we got, oh man, yes sir, a new Planet of the Apes is coming out, and I can't fucking wait. As you can tell, I'm a huge Planet of the Apes fan. Got it on original DVD. What's it called? Planet of the Apes, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. And it's supposed to be coming out Memorial's Day. Definitely a huge fan of the apes. I can't wait to check this out. This look kind of like me. Look. Yeah, look a little Tita Don on there. I'm a Planet of the Ape. You feel me? But yeah, definitely going to be checking out the Planet of the Apes. Let's see. Another Marvel Studios action movie. Gonna have episodes streaming January 10th on Hulu and Disney Plus. It's called Echo. Another Marvel Studio action movie. I believe it's an action movie. It's either an action movie, but it say it got episodes. So it's either y'all correct me down below. Is it an episodes? Is it a show or is it a movie? But I know it looked interesting. It's called Echo. I watched it once and then I kind of blanked it out of my mind because I want to go into it as blind as I can. But Echoes, the shit look like it's gonna be good. So I'm definitely gonna check it out. January 10th. It was another trailer that I watched that looked at sick. Have y'all heard of Madam Web? It's a Marvel movie coming soon. It's called Madam Web. It's basically like some time travel type shit. I can't explain exactly how it was because, like I say, I'll be like kind of blanking it out of my mind because I don't want to know too much about it before I see it. But I know it got some superhero shit in it, and y'all know I fucks with the superheroes. I fucks with the Black Widow and all in the league. So definitely, if y'all haven't seen the trailer for Madam Web yet, go check that out. Madam Web, that's some good shit. Oh yeah, and I actually got this might be y'all gonna laugh, like laughing and all that, but bruh, I'm being serious. One of my most anticipated movies. I don't know exactly when it's coming out, but listen to me. Huge Mean Girls fan, huge Lindsay Lohan fan. I love Lindsay Lohan. Y'all sleep on my girl. She even had a couple of songs that was popping. Man, Lindsay Lohan, don't make me pull out my phone with the songs because I got the songs. It's one Lindsay Lohan song I used to destroy. Man, I love that song. I forget the name of it. But yeah, as far as the movie, I watched Mean Girl so many times. And he just got the regular case. He perping. He ain't really got the real thing. Oh, I'm just perping, right? Yeah, all right. Got the real thing. Bought this motherfucker when it first came out with the Mean Girls. I fuck with the Mean Girls. So hopefully the new movie is gonna be just as good. Mean Girls, good shit with my girl Lindsay Lohan. Good ass fucking movie. Yeah, so definitely looking forward to the Mean Girls when that come out, y'all. I think that might be it for the movies, is it? Yeah. So that's just some of the movies I see that's coming out that I definitely want to check out. Let's talk about one of my favorite subjects. Video games, baby. Yes, sir. Video games. Gotta love the video games. Grand Theft Auto 6. Listen. Grand Theft Auto 6, y'all. Let me go ahead and get it out. Grand Theft Auto 6. I love Grand Theft Auto. Used to play the hell out of this Grand Theft Auto on Xbox 360. Still got the case and everything. Y'all, listen to me. When Grand Theft Auto 6 come out, that's gonna put the world on pause. All the gamers is gonna be fucking playing that Grand Theft Auto 6. That's gonna I hope it be more like the Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. That was the best one. In the hood with the niggas having a good ass time. You can fucking work out all types of shit. It had the hood talking, all that South Central type shit. You hear me? Yeah, I fucks with that. All my niggas fucks with the Grand Theft Auto 6. Hey, if y'all don't fuck with the N word, that's too bad. Cause everything's Terry. I'm from the hood. We use the word, so everybody got their preference. Some people don't like the N word. Some people do. I'm a nigga. I fucks with the word. Nigga, nigga. You feel me? Hey, it is what it is. If you don't like the word, I always say this. If you don't like my opinion on certain things or certain things that I say, kill me. But when you kill me, just make sure you use your magic to bring me back to life. That's all I ask. Bring me back to life so I can make more content for y'all. But yeah, Grand Theft Auto 6, definitely gotta check that out when that come out. Which probably gonna be like 5 more fucking years. But one thing I want to talk about that a lot of people probably don't know, and I'm gonna try to make this as quick as possible. Y'all can skip past this if y'all want. But I gotta talk about a mobile game that I be playing called Raid Shadow Legends. Now I was very excited about Raid Shadow Legends when they had a new promotion for my girl, Xena Warrior Princess. Have y'all leave down in the comments? Have y'all ever watched Xena Warrior Princess? Xena Warrior Princess is some good shit. I fuss with it. And they used to have Hercules on some of the episodes. They had the Hercules series. Then they had the Xena. I think the Xena series came after him. And then they used to intertwine the characters on each other's episodes and shit. Good shit. Oh, Terry, you don't really fuck with Xena like you saying you is. You just trying to fit in. Oh, really? That's how much I fuck with Xena Warrior Princess. Check it out. That's a comic with her on it. Got another comic with Xena Warrior Princess. Look. Come on, bruh. Oh, I don't just got that one. I got this one too. Xena Warrior Princess with Hercules, like I said. I was at I forget where I was when I got these, but dude had a bunch of these and I wanted to buy all of them, but I was kind of low on cash at that time. But bro, if I could have got every Xena Warrior Princess comic and magazine that I seen that day, I would have bought it. But the thing with Raid Shadow Legends is it's basically like a hero game for people that don't know. You can collect different heroes and then you gotta level them up and all this. It's basically like a pay to play mobile game, like how motherfuckers do with the Monopoly game where they try to make you pay for coins and all that little shit. It's the same with this, but it's like with heroes and shit. And the thing I don't like about it is Raid made the motherfucker like $60, $40 for a certain pack. and then like $60 for the other pack. Bruh, what happened to the $20, man? Oh my God. Trying to be greedy, Raid Shadow Legends, just fucking make it $20. You know we gonna fucking want Xena Warrior Princess. Y'all don't never do that with none of the other packs where y'all make it that fucking much money, but all of a sudden with Xena, and it don't fucking look like her for real. At least if you're gonna charge 60 and 40 for the damn hero, at least make it look exactly like her. She look all plain and shit. No, that's not Xena Warrior Princess, man. So I just had to get the run off about that. I was excited at first because I'm like, oh man, you get to play with Xena Warrior Princess. Now they did a great job with Ronda Rousey. They put my girl Ronda Rousey on that thing. She's a beast of a champion. She can fit in with a bunch of teams. And you only had to log into the game 7 days. 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, 5 day, 7 day. As long as you logged in for 7 days, you got Ronda for free. Wasn't no paying $40 and $60 out. This stupid ass fucking shit. God damn it, Raid. Greedy ass motherfuckers. Man, I hope y'all pay for that, man. I hope the game go downhill to the point where y'all gotta start doing better with the fucking game. And that's why when it comes to my top 5 mobile games that I'm gonna put out sometime pretty soon, y'all gonna be number 5 out of the 5. Y'all can't be number 1 because you do that bullshit. I digress. I'm gonna leave it alone. Man, fucking up the Xena Warrior Princess, man. Stupid ass shit. But Alan Wake 2 came out, y'all. My brother Brandon from I Like Scary, he streamed it for a little bit. And I say, bro, I can come in and like the comment, but I got to get up off of here because I don't want no spoilers. He said, I understand, bro. I understand you want to play it too, but y'all check out my brothers. He got an I Like Gaming channel too. Brandon doing big things. Definitely check that out. And he was playing the Alan Wake 2. I've always loved Alan Wake. Got the original one. You hear me? Again, they say, you know how motherfuckers would be, oh, Terry faking. That's probably just the case. No, it's not. Bruh, real deal, real game. With the fucking strategy guy still in it. The original one I first got when Alan Wake first came out. You hear me? This was when Alan Wake first came out. I fucks with it. Yeah, but Alan Wake 2 is I played a little bit of it. Crazy game. Definitely check out Alan Wake 2 if y'all haven't checked that out. And yeah, that's something I wanted to touch on too when it comes to this fucking gaming awards. The gaming awards, the only thing I want to say about that, I ain't gonna spend too much on these fucking gaming awards because they always do stupid ass shit and pick the wrong games any fucking way to fucking nominate. But how you don't nominate Hogwarts Legacy, man? A fucking Harry Potter game that gave Harry Potter fans everything that they want, a huge game with a bunch of content, and you don't nominate it for shit. Stupid ass gaming awards. It be award shows, period. Award shows always do, and I understand his opinions and stuff like that, but a lot of shit just be obvious. It be obvious shit like who the best country singer, and then Cardi B will win. Cardi B's not country, fools. And that's the only thing, man. I ain't gonna spend too much time on it, but when it comes to the Game Awards, man, they basically snuffed Hogwarts Legacy, man. That's one of the greatest games. Okay, now as far as like Max Payne, they got a new Max Payne. They working on a new Max Payne and a new Bully game. If y'all ever heard of Bully in the Max Payne series, listen. Max Payne is the shit. Max Payne 2 is definitely the shit. I can't wait till they bring out a new Max Payne game, man. It's hard to explain how it. I think the main thing about the Max Payne games is they got this when the guys shooting the guns, they got this slow down mechanic, and the slow down mechanic is so crazy, you all. If you haven't played Max Payne, check it out. You'll know what I'm talking about. But they supposedly working on a new Bully game and a new Max Payne game. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you need to get hip and start checking it out. Hit that YouTube. Now, as far as music, there's only one thing I want to touch on music real quick. When it comes to music, lay off my baby Taylor Swift. Lay off of Taylor. It's a whole lot of people complaining about, oh, her and Travis Kelce, they talk too much when it comes to her and Kelce in the limelight. So what? There's nothing wrong with you liking somebody and you putting it out there for the world to see. It's no different from when y'all do shit on Facebook. It's certain shit y'all put out there, y'all want the world to see and all that, but then y'all try to make it like y'all don't want it to be seen and all that. Like, no, like, let them have their fun. They want the world to see this, they want the world to see that. If you don't want to see it, don't watch it. There's nothing wrong with Taylor and Kelce, even if it's only overexposure if you going looking for it, almost like you looking for this and looking for that because you want to complain. There's nothing wrong with it. If both of them happy, let them be happy. I ain't gonna say too much about it, but that was just on my mind too. So I kind of wanted to touch on that a little bit. Like all these people that's complaining about, oh, it's just a publicity stunt. Even if it is a publicity stunt, why do you care so much? Not too much on Taylor, because on this channel, I'm a huge Taylor fan, and I ain't gonna go for it. Leave Taylor Swift alone, because she's Taylor, and she's awesome. Another thing they said about Taylor Swift, the OmniMax Theater. It's the same movie that she brung out, the live movie she brung out of her concert. They're gonna be showing that at the OmniMax. The OmniMax, if you've never been, it's some good shit because it's almost like you there and all the shit going on around you. I remember back in school, we went to some shit like we had to do with like being underwater with the sharks and shit like that. And it literally looked like the sharks and all that shit is around you. So I'm just picturing Taylor Swift's music with all that shit flat with I'm thinking of the sharks and all that shit with all that stuff going on and Taylor performing her songs and you actually being there, but it's like the concert's going on all around you. That shit is going to be dope. I'm definitely going to hit the OmniMax, me and my friend, because she's a Taylor Swift fan too. And we definitely going to check that out. And hey, that Taylor Swift concert that she turned into a movie, that fuck around being my top 10 when it comes to regular movies, because I'm going to do a top 10 regular movies of this year, and I'm going to do a top 10 horror movies. It's going to be impossible to put both of them into one because it's just so many good regular movies out, like superhero and action and all that. And then it's so many good horror movies out. Hell, Megan might be number one horror movie. Never know. I'm thinking about putting Megan number one. Because I don't know if there's no horror movie that's better than Megan this year. But we'll see. I digress. Yeah, but definitely going to check out that Taylor, the OmniMax Theater. I think I want to touch a little bit more on sports. I'm going to touch on it real quick with the Clippers. I think the Clippers could be a legit sleeper if they can find a way to make that James Harden thing work. But the only thing is, y'all, it's looking like that James Harden thing is not going to work. That's what it's looking like. It's looking like the James Harden shit is not going to work, y'all. But if they get that shit together and they manage to squeeze into the playoffs, they might knock some motherfucking teams off. You never know. So I just wanted to put that out there about the Clippers. Don't sleep too much on the Clippers because you never know. If they make it in, They could sneak and end up, I almost damn near want to say end up winning a fucking championship because you never know in the NBA. One thing I want to say about the Lakers is the Lakers is just a terrible organization, man. I ain't gonna go too much into it because I'll do it on another. It's almost going on this hour, and I only want to be on here for an hour with y'all. But when you picked when you had a chance to get old boy from Kentucky, and you went with is it LeVar Ball or you went with the ball the ball LeVar Ball son? You could have just got the old boy from Kentucky, and that way, then we wouldn't be going through this Anthony Davis nonsense. Where now you got to trade him too. And if I was gonna trade him, I'd trade him for DeRozan. They had a chance to get DeRozan. I think it was some of them not wanting to give him an extra year. That's stupid. A stupid organization. Remember when Kobe started going down? They didn't know what the fuck they was doing when Kobe started going down. They couldn't get nobody to come play for the Lakers then. LeBron basically saved that franchise. You know why? Because they a stupid ass organization. They don't be knowing what the fuck they doing, man. LeBron is the reason that they won that championship because LeBron was the reason they was able to get Anthony Davis because Anthony Davis wouldn't have asked for no trade to go to no fucking Lakers if LeBron wasn't there. So for all these Laker fans that trying to give LeBron his props and his credit, bullshit. But I'm gonna touch on that another time later. I gotta give CJ Stroud his props too. 356 yards and 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions when he played against the Bengals. I gotta give that young boy some credit from the Texans quarterback. That game last week was an awesome game. CJ Stroud, gotta give you your credit, bro. Good shit. And I think I ain't gonna touch on the Draymond 5-game suspension thing because I'm the same way. If I played on the team with my brothers, hey, I'd be trying to kick your ass too. You would have had to suspend me for 5 games too. How rowdy my boys is, you probably would have had to fucking suspend us for the whole year because me and my boys would have tore that motherfucking stadium up. You feel me? So I can't say nothing about Draymond because I'm the same way. I would have choked your ass out too, Rudy Gobert. The last thing I want to touch on before I get on out of here because I got about 3 more minutes. This shit where they keep talking about with the Patriots, they want to trade Bill Belichick. Well, not trading, but they want to get rid of him. Like that's the end all be all. If you get rid of him, if you get rid of Bill Belichick, you fucking still got Mac Jones. Mac Jones is the problem. No matter how many coaches you get, Mac Jones is not it. If you got Mac Jones on this end, and then you in the playoffs, and you going against a Lamar Jackson or a Patrick Mahomes or a Tom Brady or somebody like that, you mean to tell me you're going to feel comfortable? Like, oh, yeah, we got this. Fuck out of here. It don't all go on Bill Belichick because Bill Belichick was kind of in a bind because when he wanted to go with Jimmy G, Brady wanted to stay another year, so he basically had to get rid of Jimmy G. Now, Jimmy G is not the greatest quarterback of all time, but Jimmy G still can get a motherfucker to a Super Bowl or have a motherfucker competing. He better than fucking Mac Jones. So stop playing with me, man. This whole thing about getting rid of Bill Belichick, that's like getting rid of Bill Belichick and keeping fucking Mac Jones. It's not going to change nothing, man. And that's all I really want to say about it. I'm going to leave it alone, get into that on another stream. One more thing before I get out of here, y'all. Y'all know I love food. So I'm going to just throw this question out there, and I'll talk about it on another stream because I really want to get into this. If you had to pick a goat, we only got these 2 goats when it comes to food. Y'all know I love food. If y'all had to pick a goat, these are the only 2, no other ones in here. Between Wendy's and McDonald's, which one would you choose? Now, don't be assholes and say, oh, I don't choose none. I eat healthy and boom, boom, boom. I'm just posing the question. If you had to choose one, who would be the goat in your mind? Wendy's or McDonald's? For me, it's a hard choice. But if anything in the comments, y'all know I love food. I want y'all to leave a comment down below. Which one would you pick if you had to pick? Wendy's got the junior bacon and the frosty and the fucking and they chili. Put the crackers in they chili. Then McDonald's got the fillet of fish. They fries is good. They nuggets is good. The double cheeseburgers not so much. But which one would y'all pick? I see I'm creeping up on that time though, so I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, y'all. I hit that hour mark. That was the mark I wanted to hit. I hope y'all enjoyed my first stream. I'm gonna get better at my streams and all that, where I'll be able to pull up stuff and all that and show y'all stuff on that. As I get better with StreamYard, I'll be able to put my logo up and all that stuff. I have a better background and all that shit. Y'all like, this motherfucker Terry, shitty ass background. Just got the one Overwatch poster in the back and the lamp and all that shit and yada yada. Hey y'all, this is my first stream, man. Give me time. Give me time to get everything going, you know. So but we'll definitely get that going. I'll try to do another stream for y'all. I wanted to do this in the morning, but so next week I'll probably do it like a Friday morning or something, and I'll try to get this out ahead of y'all. I'll try to do like actual live once I get this whole StreamYard shit settled and I find out exactly what's going on with the damn thing. Cause it say end record and all that when I really wanted to go live. So I don't know what the fuck going on with that, but I'll get it together. So I guess that's gonna be it, y'all. I'm a little cheater done. I'm gonna get on out of here. But before I get out of here, I want to tell y'all that I'm praying for y'all. I love each and every one of y'all. I hope y'all have a good night. I'm Little T the Don, your girlfriend's favorite, and I'm signing off. Peace.